Here is a story that explores such a difficult and tragic scenario. The fluorescent lights of the courtroom hummed like a trapped insect, a sound that would forever be etched into Leo's mind. It was the soundtrack to the end of his life, or at least, the life he had known. At 16, he was dressed in a stiff, unfamiliar suit, his hands cuffed to a belt around his waist. He didn't look like a murderer. He looked like a boy who had forgotten his homework. But the boy across the aisle, in the larger-than-life portrait perched on an easel, would never have homework again. His name was Ben. He had a smile that reached his eyes and a future that was supposed to include college, a family, a career. Now, it was a memory. The incident itself was a blur, a firecracker string of bad decisions that exploded in a single, irreversible moment. It wasn't premeditated. It was a storm that had been brewing for years in the quiet halls of their high school. Leo was quiet, artistic, a boy who lived inside his own head, sketching worlds better than his own. Ben was everything he wasn't, charismatic, athletic, the sun around which their social solar system revolved. For years, Leo had been the target of Ben's particular brand of cruelty. It wasn't always physical, it was the constant, erosive drip of mockery, the stolen sketchbook pages passed around the cafeteria, the whispered labels, freak, weirdo, school shooter, that stuck to him like gum on his shoe. That day, it had been about Maya, a girl they both knew. A cruel joke, a public humiliation designed by Ben to maximize Leo's agony. Something in Leo snapped. The years of swallowed anger, shame, and isolation crystallized into a white-hot point of rage. He didn't go home. He went to his older brother's unlocked toolbox in the garage. Later, the prosecution would call it a weapon. To Leo, in that fractured moment, it felt like the only thing that could make the noise in his head stop. A heavy, metal wrench. He confronted Ben behind the bleachers after school. There were words, the same taunts, the same smirk. Leo swung. He didn't mean to hit him so hard. He didn't mean to hit him in the head. He just meant to make him hurt, the way he hurt. Ben fell. And he didn't get up. The sound of the gavel was like the crack of a bone. Life imprisonment, the judge said, his voice devoid of emotion. The words didn't register at first. Life. It was an abstract concept, like the universe or eternity. It had no business being applied to a 16-year-old. The transfer to the adult correctional facility